start the. Yeah, I just started doing that today. I don't know why.
Yeah, I noticed that. Maybe they updated it. I took attendance last week, but I did it on a piece of paper because I was in my car and now I can't find it. So everybody send me a message, please, and tell me if you were here last week.
Okay, very good. Okay, and you guys, let's go ahead and get started. We got lots to cover today, lots of good stuff as always. Couple of things on the grant, a grant update. Thank you, Melissa, for finding and providing the information about your prevention grant. That looks great, and I will get that put on the calendar so that we can apply for that. Any of the others of you, please keep in mind, I know Cache Valley's grant is coming out sometime this week. So be watching your health departments. It turns out Richfield is in the fall, so basically in September. So some of you might have, I mean, they might still be going kind of with the, you know, with the from September to July again. But many will probably be planning to start with the fiscal year July. So anyway, we're going to definitely want to apply for that because the not so good news, but it's fine. We'll still be fine. I did get word on the YSA grant and they did not continue that. I think the issue really was what happened with the Logan Family Center. And we may face that on the YouServe grant. So I haven't heard back from the YouServe grant yet. I'm not even sure when the date is on that, but we may have the same situation. That is the grant that is paying the $100 a month. However, I will continue to pay that. You guys don't need to worry. I will continue to pay that at least through the summer. Okay, so nothing is going to change through August. We'll need to look at September and kind of see where things are. But we definitely want to get that grant information so that I'd love to have all of you being paid out of grant money by the time we hit fall. And hopefully we'll get the YouServe grant and that will be able to cover, you know, like any areas that don't get covered. But anyway, that is an update on the grants. Meeting on Friday. I just want you guys to be thinking about this. We're obviously not having our meeting next Monday. It's Memorial Day and we're all going to be partying and having fun. We really don't want to meet on Tuesday because it is our big kickoff. It would make sense to meet again before the kickoff. Are you guys, who would be available to meet on Friday afternoon? Think about that and then we'll probably post in the community coordinators group to kind of figure out specifics.
I would love a day other than Friday. I would take just about any other day than Friday.
Okay, well, everybody kind of think about what's going to work. I mean, I guess Saturday would be an option, but I like to stay away from Saturdays. Thursday isn't.
I'm hoping for Thursday.
But maybe, I mean, Thursday, you guys think about that, we'll talk about that at the end. Okay, or actually, you know, in the community coordinators group.
Do you want me to put a poll in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, let's go ahead and talk about specifics. So this pretty much today is going to be all about the Summer Passport Program. You guys, we are 1 week away from the Summer Passport Program. We're going to order 20,000 passports. And then I know we've got a significant amount of those will go to the grant areas. There are things set up that will, you know, events. Emily's got several events going on down in the BCTC area that she'll be giving them away. So that's what I kind of ordered the extra 10,000. But each area is going to get a number of passports. Please let me know your thoughts on what you want for your area. Okay, I kind of have a number in my mind. Well, and I'll just throw that out there and then you guys let me know if you think it's, you know, too little, too much, whatever. I'm thinking For the smaller areas that we would probably start off, the smaller and the new areas like Bear Lake and Richfield, that we would probably start off at 250, and then see how it goes. And, you know, as they, I mean, if they go quickly, then we certainly can get more, you know, more out there. I'm thinking, of course, the grant areas I'm not even going to address. And we can always, I mean, we can print more for the grant areas. A lot of these will be covered by the grant, a good portion of it. So anyway, so just so that you know, the grant is paying for the grant area passports. Okay, the rest of the areas will be covered. Yeah, else by other monies. Okay, so the Wasatch, I was thinking that we start, I mean, you tell me, Liz, do we want to start at 250 or 500? Utah County, 500 or 1,000. We'll touch base with Madeline on that. Cedar City, I'm thinking probably 250 because we don't really have anyone there. We have a great relationship with the chamber. So we'll figure that out. St. George, we'll be able to put those in all the libraries. So I'm thinking 1,000 probably to St. George. Anyway, you guys let me know. And then Salt Lake, again, the Cache Valley, the Ogden area, those are going to be, they will get large amounts because we've got events that are set up and going where we'll be giving those out. And then Salt Lake, I'm thinking we'll probably need we'll want to start off with, well, 1,000 at least, maybe 2,000. So we'll talk about that. I mean, you guys let me know. So I need you to fill out the document. There is a document that for you to list, for each community to list, like where are your passports being picked up? Did you guys see that? Megan, do you remember that document? Could you maybe go share the link again?
I'll find it.
It was emailed to us, I think.
Okay, I am going to share, let's get into the program itself. Okay, well, yeah, just on that document, we'll post it in the community coordinators group again, or like bring it to the top. But I really need for you guys to fill out their kind of where are the passports going to be distributed, okay? Ideally, this would be with a paid adventure partner. You know, somebody that is involved in the program, that has paid to be a part of it, and this will be an added benefit to them to have people come to their location. If, you know, like in Cedar, it probably will be at the chamber because we have a great relationship with them at the chamber. We need to, for each area, we definitely need to have a place where people can pick up the passports. So each of you need to kind of figure that out for your area. As far as a kickoff, if you have, I mean, it'd be great to do a kickoff event, even if it's collaborating with another community organization. It's not necessarily required, especially in the brand new areas. You may not have enough people connected quite yet. So if you have questions about that, let's talk specifics and see, kind of make a plan for your area. But we will list on that document, and keep an eye on that document throughout the summer, because we will list on there kind of the things that you need to be aware of and things that we need to know, kind of what's happening in each area. You guys, the hubs are ready. My apologies that I literally spent the entire weekend. I didn't check email. I didn't do any of that other stuff because the minute I do, it takes me away and I'm end up spending hours taking care of everything. So I pretty much just ignored everything and just got the hubs done. And they are completed. And I'm really excited. We're going to take a look at it. This is the Utah hub. Okay, but you each have a hub that looks pretty much like this. Okay, you will need to let me know. I will take from that document. We do need to update on each of your hubs where your passport is going to be picked up. Okay, so there is a spot in here that says, you know, get registered. Well, somewhere, okay, there it is. Pick up your passport. So I will need to, there are some things that I still need to go in and change on each hub. So the sooner I have that information, the sooner I can get that done for you. The other things that will need to be changed on each hub are down here at the bottom. There are some links, okay, updates on Facebook. If you are in an area like in Richfield, I am going to put the Richfield community there. Okay, Cache Valley, I can put the Cache Valley community there. Box Elder is going to be tricky because there are two. So I might just leave it linked to the page that sends them kind of all of the groups. Okay, or let me know if you just want me to leave it linked, because people may want to know kind of where the other areas are. So I don't know if you're in an area that covers, I mean, obviously Salt Lake, it's just going to go to the page that lists them all. If you're in an area that could be just one, but you want it to go to that main page, let me know. The program details, and I will make sure that this is updated and everything, but that just gives some information on kind of how to do the program. It's taken a long time coming up. But anyway, I will make sure that this is completely updated, but that one was all the same. So we won't have to worry about making any changes there. Get your passport. This actually links to the passport. I will change this around so that so they can literally print from here and put the passport together. It is not ready right now. I mean, if they were to print it off, actually, I lied. It might be. No, it's not. This is last year's. Okay, so actually this is a different link. Okay, so I will make sure that, but anyway, this will have the passport in a format that they can literally print it off, put it together. Okay, but this will be the same for everyone. The local calendar, let me come back here. I'm thinking that for most areas, we're just going to use one calendar. And I will share that. I'll make sure that you guys are all added to the My Discovery Destination calendar to put your events on. If you are in an area where there will be a lot happening, where you have a lot of events organized and arranged, then just let me know and I will create a calendar for you and I will link to your page. Okay, so those are the things that need to be updated. Okay, other than that, your hubs are pretty much the same. Okay, for now. What we will do is with each, so for example, Cache Valley has quite a bit going on here. Okay, Casey has gotten several paid adventure partners. We will be putting, I will go in and I will add theirs. Now, if they're applicable, I mean, if it could work for everybody, I'm going to give them all the love I can. They will be, for example, Zutah is going to be a part of everyone's hub. Okay, it's Be a Junior Zookeeper. It's basically online, but it also promotes Zutah. We're going to give them as much recognition as we can. I'll do the same for organizations in your area if they are paid adventure partners. Okay, Cache Valley's hub will have another row here that's got the different people that. In fact, I'm going to go to Cache Valley because I want you guys to notice this is what most of your hubs are like. Okay, at least for now. If you find if you get a paid adventure partner that pays more than any of these people, or not necessarily even more than any of these people, but if you find someone for up here, we absolutely can add them. Okay, for example, on the Cache Valley hub. Okay, right now we have the paid adventure partners who have invested the most into the program. We've got Fat Boy Premium Ice Cream. We've got Paul Mitchell, the school, and Logan Downtown Alliance. So they are the ones that are going to, to be up there. Again, we can change that, if the Cache Valley community coordinators feel like there are others that should be up there, we can even rotate. I will say we can rotate that. We don't want to be doing that a lot because that is work that needs to, we need to work to rotate that. But we can also, like, if you, we can always change that. If you go out and you get another adventure partner that, that pays, that invests more than, than Fat Boy Premium Ice Cream, then we can certainly move those around and give them that. But there we will have 3 up here on each hub, and then we will have your adventures. Okay, and again, if they are paid, then we will go ahead and add these. Now, keep in mind that those that are in here right now, they're basically the same on every hub. One that we will need to change, and we will go to the work to do it, again, if you've worked with it, where's summer reading, okay? We've got Logan Library and North Logan Library are both on board. We've got Tremont Library, we've got Washington County Libraries. So those will be, I will make new adventures to put in those hubs. If you go to your library and they want to participate, they want to be a paid adventure partner at some level, I will create one so that this represents your library. If they don't, I mean, you will still want to put in here, okay, nope, I lied, not on here, sorry, because you can't do this. So this will remain the same unless they are a paid adventure partner, and then we'll have all of their information inside on the website. Now, where they will get to is on the app. You guys will be able to put your individual information no matter what. Okay, but so for example, okay, so like here's, the Fat Boy, that's going to go on all of the hubs. That will be on every hub that we have. The fire stations, okay, again, you guys are I'm going to encourage each of you to schedule a fire station tour. This one will remain basically the same, unless one of you has somebody that pays to sponsor that, and then I will make a separate one just for your hub. But the website does take a lot of work. I'm just going to tell you it. I mean, this literally, I have spent the entire weekend. And we do have, you guys, there are over 100 adventures on here. There's still a few that I haven't put on, and I will, and we can add to these throughout as we want. But again, we've already got over 100 adventures for them on each of your website hubs. Now, one thing that you guys can kind of keep in mind, you could go out and you can get, I mean, if you want to throughout the summer, if you want to work with businesses to sponsor some of these, please do. Okay, and they can, like, you can tell a business, look, for $100, you can sponsor one of these, one of these adventures. Now, I shouldn't have said that actually till we get to the app, because it's not going to change on here. So never mind, bag that part. This is kind of where you're at here. We will have, for any paid adventure partners, will be on your hub, probably on this, the third row is where we'll start with local, and then you'll have the others. Okay, any questions on the website hub? Oh, let me mention one other thing that hopefully you saw in the group this morning. But you guys, you can submit the report for all of the kids at the same time now. So hopefully that makes you very happy. Any questions? Am I the only?
When do we need to have all of the missions ready to go, since we were postponed to edit those?
Oh, we'll talk about that when we get to the app. You guys don't need to worry about these at all. Okay, I will take care of these missions. What you need to do is just let me know if you find a paid adventure partner, then just coordinate with me. and I will update them here. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to the, actually, I'm going to just go grab it and bring it. Well, no, I'm not, because
Hey, Shirley, while you're working, I was going to say this looks really nice. Good job.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
A
It
lot
was
of work.
a lot of work, but
It looks like it.
I appreciate that. Okay, let me go ahead and get this showing, and now I can come back and share. I can't share in this browser because it brings up a different one. So I have to make sure I have a Goose Chase open in each browser. Okay, so here we are. So you guys, this is your app hub, okay? These will go live June 2nd, 8 o'clock. We can schedule them to do that. I'll take care of that, okay? Again, my apologies on this, you guys, but I really think the easiest way to do it, if you had transferred some over, and most of them I did, I think I've already gone in and deleted. There were some that I know that Wasatch, I know Liz has more in hers, so I did not dare delete any because I didn't know necessarily what, and in Cache Valley, no, in Box Elder, I left some there because
You're welcome to delete whatever.
Okay.
All mine.
I did leave some. Is Tori on? I don't know if Tori was going to join us anyway. So actually, I'll just tell her separately. I left some on hers because they were branded from previous months. And so I left hers.
She's
But
supposed to come, but she's probably going to be late.
okay. So, but you guys, these are, I just made sure everything was right. I added pictures for all of it. And yeah, if I was you, I would just start over. You guys, it only takes about 10 minutes to add them over. Now, I am going to show you a couple of things. In fact, let's go in and do USA, because I don't want you guys to have to do what I did this morning. I did one of them and then, oh, do I not even have a USA hub? Okay, so let's do, who else doesn't have anything in their hub that we know of for sure? Bear Lake, we're gonna work on Bear Lake for a minute, okay? So here are a couple of things to keep in mind, okay? There are no missions here yet. You guys, be sure that you make sure this is custom drag drop before you start, okay? If you have it as points, it comes in as points, and then you have to do all the moving around, okay? And that's exactly what we want to avoid. So make sure that this is custom drag and drop. Then we're going to go into my previous missions. We're going to search for the template. Okay, and then the first 7 have got to go in this order, okay? I added some more just kind of informational and some fun things, information that we wanted from them. So the first 7, and then also our Radio, and we'll talk about them. I'm super excited about the Radio sponsorship. That's going to help pay for the passports in the other areas, especially. And then some of these like fishing, you're going to want that to be at the top, you know, right now, because the fishing event is within a week of the start. If you want to move it around later, go for it. The Junior Park Ranger program is sponsored, so that one needs to stay at the top. The summer reading, okay, this is one that you're going to change, but okay, but we'll get to that. So once you're in here, you're going to go all the way to the end. And it takes a minute. Okay, so you're going to ignore the designer jeans, okay? Unless you have someone, I left it in here because if you have a screen print shop that wants to sponsor that, it's a really fun adventure, okay? But I'm leaving the tour of Utah in because hopefully it'll be back next year, and I just want it there, okay? The walking challenge, we'll have a walking challenge. It's not ready yet. I'll let you know when it is. Okay, the Cow Appreciation Day. This is one that you need to, I tried doing it, it's like setting it up on the timing so you guys could transfer it over, and it does not the timed does not transfer over. So we'll just do that one separately on as it gets closer to that day. So for now, you don't transfer that one over. And we don't, obviously Build a Birdhouse is not built out. Okay, so you're going to start right here. You're going to add the missing gems first. Okay, and the first one takes a minute because we did all of that scrolling. But then it gets really easy after it decides to get going. I should have done that. Well, then I told you about the others. Whoops. There it went. Okay. So now you're going to put that one and the feedback. Absolutely have to be the last two. We want those the last two. Okay. Now, this one I think you definitely want to do that one next. Okay. Now on these, now you're going to start adding them, but watch what happens when you add it. I am sharing, right?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, perfect. So look what happens when I share that. Now it pops back here to Cow Appreciation Day, which is a little obnoxious. Okay, so if you want the middle here, it doesn't really matter the order. So if you want, you can scroll back up a ways and then just start adding them. You guys, it's just super easy. Literally, it took me less than 10 minutes to move all of them over. Again, the order is not critical. The thing that's critical is to make sure that you don't add that Build a Birdhouse, okay? That's the kind of the border there. Okay, so now we can scroll up a bit more and just keep adding, okay? And then when you get up to those about the top 10, top 15, when you start getting into those that show the branded pictures, that's when you're going to want to be really careful, and you want to make sure that you add them last and that you add them in order so that the very last one you add is the getting started. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? Yay, nay, maybe?
Makes sense to me.
Okay, perfect. Then when you have it done, now you're going to go in to your individual. And you guys, there are only a few that need to be personalized. Okay, and again, unless you have someone. Here in the getting started, you need to tell them where to pick up their passport. Okay, this one is tight, so you need to do it in as few letters as possible. You know, I mean, maybe you've probably only got one location, so it'll be easy to, pick up your passport at the local Chamber of Commerce and leave the address. If you have too many, okay, if you get down here and you have too many letters, then just be really selective so I've basically left, you've got 15 characters there. Okay, so you're not a lot. Okay, if you need to, you can take out something else. Just make sure it's not something that really matters. Okay, so I guess this is one that could be shortened. I don't know if that can be shortened or not, actually. Look for ways, look for places that can be shortened without taking out the meaning. Okay, this one could be taken out if you absolutely have to, because you know what, they may or may not do it anyway. This probably would be the next thing, is to take out the hashtags. You could just say, at sites with the indicated hashtags, and take out the Summer Passport 2021. Okay, if you need.
Looks like we need to edit the numbers too.
What numbers?
Looks like we've taken some things. 1, 2, 4, 5.
Oh, yes, we do. Okay, I will do that on, well, this is the main one. Is this the main one that you're taking from? Yeah. Yeah, I must have taken something out. Thank you for catching that.
I think there was one lower too, but you scrolled fast, so I couldn't tell.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't remember what I took out, but I needed more characters. Thank you for catching that. Okay, so anybody none of you should have done that. I have a couple I'll go in and correct. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you'll go in, you will update your getting started to let them know where to pick up the passport. Everything else should be the same. Definitely go through it, I mean, I would encourage you to go through and read it just so that you know kind of what's there and whatnot. Anything that needs to be, okay, this I did list all of them so that they know where to, where to go for the hubs. And again, you guys, they can join as many hubs as they want. I'm sure Lindsay and Casey are going to join the Richfield hub because they go down there. Anything personal that Melissa, or not personal, but anything local to the area that Melissa adds, they're going to want to enjoy that. So the one that I know you need to update is your library. Okay. You guys make sure that radio comes right after the introductory. I think we now have 5 introductory. And then there's the radio.
One more thing that needs to be personalized is like historical places to visit in your area.
Yes, historical places, the hikes, okay, the splash pads, the park hop, okay, things like that. Okay, we know that so we know that the library, that's actually why I had them at the top, come to think about it, and they ended up down at the bottom. But anyway, that's okay, because you'll want to scroll through and go, oh, we have a library, we're going to personalize that. Now, it's not necessarily, it's still sponsored by Washington County Library System, or, I mean, we have 4 libraries that have paid, okay? Washington County, Logan Library, North Logan Library, and Tremont Library. So as far as sponsoring it, it will be sponsored by one of those 4, unless your local library chooses to become a paid adventure partner. And then it can be sponsored by that paid library. Okay, otherwise it will be sponsored by one of these other paid adventure partners, but you can absolutely put your local library's summer reading program information in it. Does that make sense?
It does to me.
Okay.
I'm going to ask just to see, because I don't know if they're doing this, but I found with the libraries I've talked to, sometimes they're not all doing the same thing. Do we just make it very general if they're like the different branches are doing something different? Or how would we cover that?
That is a great question because you have limited space. So what you might want to do is just include links to the libraries. If you have multiple libraries like Salt Lake, okay, however it works, yeah, if you can, because you do have limited space on what you can do. So either links, I mean, you can put information about your specific libraries, but yeah, it's going to need to fit within the number of letters that you have, or number of characters. So yeah, probably links. If you have more than one library in your area, links will be the best option. Great point, Angela. Thanks for bringing that up.
Can we make a separate post for each library? Or are you saying that's for the paid ones? Like, could we have a mission for Logan Library, one for Smithfield, one for North Logan?
Okay, that's a good, go ahead.
With the 2 that have paid, it's not really fair to have Smithfield have one.
Right.
But what we're gonna do, I'm thinking, is like they have adventures at the North Logan Library, so I will do kind of a separate thing. They have a lot of electronic things. They have a makerspace that I'm going to highlight. So I'm just trying to make it unique, but I'll also add in that they have their reading program too.
Yes. And with the paid adventure partners, you can add as many, like here on the hub. Now, the other thing is we'll want to update the website as much as we're able to. Like, I want to put the events, in on the website. So definitely get that information to me. I'll update that as much as I'm able to. But here on your Goose Chase hub, you can add in, like, even on, the day of or the day before, drop in a mission to remind everybody that, hey, North Logan has, this going on, and you can get points for that. Okay. So you absolutely can drop, if they are a paid adventure partner, then they can, you know, it's going to say sponsored by them. Like Logan is going to have an adventure sponsored by them. And like Casey said, North Logan Library will have an adventure that's sponsored by them. If
Shirley, can I,
not a paid adventure partner, it's probably not fair to, it's not fair for them to have their own adventure. Now, if they wanted to pay even like $100 just to say sponsored by, we could do that. We just need to be careful and make sure that they don't necessarily, that they're not getting the same kind of exposure for $100 that Logan Library is getting for $300.
yeah, Shirley, can I make a suggestion on that too?
Yes.
If we're gonna do hunts to at least let people know about a library that is not an adventure partner, I suggest that we also attach a lower point value to it in Goose Chase.
A very good point that I was going to bring that up. But on paid adventure partners, you'll notice in here, paid adventure partners are getting like 400 or even 500. Radio, our main sponsor, they're getting 1,000 points. Okay. Most of them, it's 100 points. Okay. So you absolutely, yeah, use the points to, you know, to show, I mean, as far as with the paid adventure partners, most are only worth 100, but then paid adventure partners will get anywhere from, and we've got different levels, like we've got collaborations, we've got, you know, things that like collaborative things that are going on where they're helping to spread the word and whatnot. So there are kind of different points in there too. But yeah, really good point. Things like the hiking, you guys, it's the same thing. So with the summer park hop, I would love to have a city. You guys go to your city and say, hey, we want to spotlight the parks. Now, I want you to list your parks in here anyway, so that the families kind of know where the parks are. But again, you need to be, that's one I should take. You know what? You guys, I have to take that one. Well, yeah, I have to take it. You guys talk for a minute.
Just pause your recording.
Yes, this is me. Megan, I can't. Can you?
I'll try.
Zoos, and that's super fun, but
Okay, let's ask her.
but I was just thinking,
Yeah, she does all the website stuff. I haven't even gotten into that.
oh, okay.
All right. The website itself, though, not Goose
Is
Chase.
she back?
She's recording again. You there, Shirley?
I guess I'm muted. Sorry, guys. I've been trying to tell you I was back, but I was muted. Okay.
Yeah, Casey and I have a question about one of the adventures on the website. Remind us at the end.
Okay. Okay, excellent. So yeah, so the summer park hop, the splash pad hop, the hiking, you know, you guys, I want you to put your local information in there. It would be awesome if you could find you know, if one of the cities was willing to pay, you know, $100. You guys, if you found somebody that would pay $100 to sponsor each one of these adventures, I mean, 50% of that is going to go to you as the community coordinator, sales team. And the other will pay for, will help cover the cost of the passports. Okay. And that right there, I mean, you guys, that could be like, what is that? $5,000. Obviously, you know, more if is better because you're going to get paid more. But if at this point, what we want to do this year is run a really great program, because we have some amazing plans for next year that as soon as we get this one off the ground, then we're going to, those that are interested will meet. And we've actually moved up the timeline for next year because it's come to my attention that some of the companies we want to work with actually have their plans in by fourth quarter. So we will actually be starting with the Save the Season at the end of June so that we can meet with them and basically have, you know, for those that make those decisions in the fourth quarter, we can already have met with them. we have an amazing plan for next year, which we don't have time to talk about right now because we have to focus on this year. But the goal this year is to run an amazing program. That said, you guys, it is better to have, I mean, we need to just take care of our paid adventure partners. For this year, it's better to have, 5 paid adventure partners and take really good care of them than to have, 50 and give them a mediocre experience. Okay. So we really want to promote the paid adventure partners that we have. We want to make sure that they get their money's worth. Okay. So we don't want to be giving away a lot of free advertising. The thing is, if we give everything away for free, nobody is ever going to be motivated to pay for it. And if they don't pay for it, you guys can't be paid. And that's not fair to you. No one works for free, and you guys shouldn't be expected to work for free either. The companies that are benefiting from the program should be willing to contribute. So I want you to put your local information in here, but I also don't want you to be giving, don't be giving away a whole lot to specific organizations if they are not paid adventure partners, because if you have even one paid adventure partner, they should be getting kind of all of the attention. Does that make sense? As you go through here, you will see other things. Gardener's Market. You're going to want to put your local information for the Gardener's Market, the Hike a Trail we talked about. If you have a local zoo or safari, again, you're going to want to mention that, mention where they're at, but you're not going to want to, unless they're a paid adventure partner, you don't want to be giving them, a whole lot of, now here we have Zootah is on board. So we absolutely are going to personalize. Cache Valleys will be all about Zootah. Even though they also have their own, up in the beginning, I mean, they are a paid adventure partner. We're going to give them as much love as we can. Okay, you guys, the Savvy Shopper. Everyone should go to your local Associated Foods and invite them to be a partner. Okay, the Associated Foods logo is actually in the passport. There is a ton of stuff we can do with them. But again, they need to be a partner to do that. If the local Associated Foods store doesn't, chooses not to participate, go to another shopping center and invite them to participate. We will have some amazing things happening on, they're under the Healthy Finances, they're under Healthy Bodies. They really are key in both of those areas. So, again, some of these it will be very obvious who would be a good partner. Some of them, it could be, it's not necessarily obvious, and it can be anybody, it could be a local accounting firm. You guys, it could be local people. Literally, I am okay with you going to, home-based businesses, the local Avon lady. There aren't Avon ladies, but there are Avon ladies. But anyway, or the local, I can't even think. But yeah, doTERRA, and invite them to, pay $100 and you can have your information. You can sponsor one of these and we'll put your information on it. Now, again, we're not necessarily going to personalize one. Although if they're a paid adventure partner and they want to do an event, you can actually even personalize it here. We won't personalize one on the website unless, as mentioned before, if they pay, if they pay $300 or more, I will personalize on the website for them. Casey, did I see you raise your hand?
Yeah, I was just going to mention to everybody, I'm trying, it's not going super well, but maybe it will go better for you. I'm trying to get Let's Play Music teachers. Oh, I'm so sorry. She's a shrieker. Let's Play Music teachers. If you've heard of Let's Play Music, I was thinking they'd be great for like music at the park. I'm working with a couple teachers right now to see if I can get them on board, but an idea for your area because they're everywhere.
I love that. I love that. And you guys, here's the thing with where we are right now. And again, I apologize on the timing of this. We should have been doing this a long time ago, and that's all on me. That is not on you guys. But here's the other thing to keep in mind. When this gets started and they see everybody connected, they're going to want to be a part of it, okay? I mean, that's part of it's going to be much easier to go to people and say, you know, look, we've got 500 families that are connected. We can drop messages into them. They're looking for messages from us about how to fill their summer. You know, that's really valuable. So really the thing that you want to do is get families connected. And you guys, it's free. Not only is it free, they're going to get free stuff. So it's like they get it for free, they get free stuff. And this is another thing that I was going to say is you can do trades as well. Keep in mind that, you know, when you do a trade, now this is a trade for someone who can help you get the word out. And the value to them helping you get the word out is you get more people connected to your hub, which then makes it easier for you to go to businesses and say, hey, it's, you know, it's worth it for you to pay $100 to be in front of these, you know, 200 or 300 families multiple times all summer long. So if you have, I mean, feel free at this point, the hub is yours. I guess that's what I'm saying is at this point, the hub is yours. There will be things that I will post in the community group. I mean, as we get more adventure partners on board, you know, I will be adding them and then I will say, hey, go, you know, go grab this adventure, and you will grab that in the same way that you've, you know, moved all of them over. You will go into my previous missions and there will be new missions that are listed. You'll grab it from there. You'll move it over, put it in the right spacing and whatever. Okay. But at this point, the hub is yours. And the goal is to build it and have an amazing program in your area. We will be, I mean, I will be working now on getting materials ready for you to basically to train families. This week, I guess that takes us to our next part of this. So I'm going to stop sharing here. The next part of this is promotion. You guys, that is the goal. That's the name of the game this week. Okay. They will go live at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. So this week you want to just totally get everybody connected. You want it to post it anywhere and everywhere. We will have a big kickoff event in place of well, not really in place of, as part of Parent Conversations on Tuesday. So Tuesday at 1 will be the kickoff event. We will basically be teaching everybody kind of how to use the program. You know, what are the benefits of the website? What are the benefits of the app? So that they can choose, you know, is one going to be better for their family? Do they want to use the combination of both? So that's going to be a really fun. We'll have someone we're going to have Dr. Christy Kane is going to talk about the importance of what it is that we're doing, basically the importance of spending time together and how the Summer Passport program makes that easy for families. I want to have Kim share some comments. And I'd love to have those of you that, you know, if you've had a really awesome experience that you would like to share, please let me know. I'm thinking, you know, especially like Amanda, Lindsay, Melissa, I know you guys have used the program a lot. Casey, I mean, if you guys that have been using the program, and there are probably others, my apologies if I left anyone out. If you have, you know, if you have things that you feel like you could share, that you could contribute to the kickoff event, please let me know, and we'll give you, you know, a minute, 2 minutes, I mean, whatever it takes to share that. Because really what we want to do is help parents understand how to use the program and understand the benefits of the program. And we really want parents to come to the kickoff. We will be giving away a Facebook portal as part of the kickoff. Okay, so that's a fun thing that you can let them know just for being there. They will be entered into the drawing for the Passport portal, and we will have other giveaways for the kickoff. I'm going to read through some of these things to make sure that we got all of it. So we reviewed the hubs, personalizing the missions. As Tori pointed out, you guys don't use bonus points in your app version. that's one of the missions that I added in there, basically, that, you know what, we're going to go through it. It's going to be important for us to stay on top of it and to, you know, kind of to be looking periodically, to add bonus points, to send out messages, to keep people engaged. But you don't want to have to look at every single submission. You know, we hope that there are hundreds of families in every area. We hope in Salt Lake that you have thousands of families connected in Salt Lake. You don't want to have to go, you know, look through 1,000 submissions to give out bonus points. So just don't ever promise bonus points. When you come across a really cute, you know, submission, feel free to give out bonus points and, you know, let them know. And you can even send messages to everybody, you know, saying, you know, something about how fun it is. You're going to want to post those in your group. You're going to want to, you know, grab some of your favorites and say, oh my goodness, look how cute this is. Again, to build the engagement, but don't promise bonus points. Don't put bonus points as an expectation. I want you to mark your local events as local so people can easily find them. Again, I use Lindsay and Casey as an example a lot, okay? But when they go down to Richfield, they want to be able to hop on the Richfield hub and easily see what's local, okay? What's different in Melissa's area that they can't do, you know, that's not here in Cache Valley, because, you know, over 100 of those adventures are pretty much the same, right? Now, they also will, you know, they'll want to have like they'll know where the parks are in Richfield and where the splash pads, and I mean, all of that's going to be very helpful. But also, if there's something very specific to Richfield that Melissa adds in there, mark that as local, either as a local event or local adventure, so that families that go to another hub can very easily pull up, you know, find that, oh, here's a new adventure that I can't do anywhere but here. Okay, and you guys will want to add those, and we'll talk about that more as we go through the summer, as far as adding in kind of your local flavor. Your paid adventure partners, you always want them at the top. Radio needs to be at the top, you guys. They are our main sponsor, okay? They are basically paying for the passports. They'll be paying $5,000 and possibly up to $15,000, depending on how June goes. They've committed to $5,000. Well, it'll be $5,000 a month, but they're going to see how June goes. So you guys, I love this program. I'm just going to tell you, I have used it with my grandchild, and this is an amazing program to basically allow like grandparents. I can even see cousins, you know, cousins reading with each other. They can jump online and read books together. I mean, it's amazing, and I am very, very excited to promote it. Make sure that radio gets lots of love and lots of attention in your communities, in all of the communities. Again, when we go to, you know, a, you know, Zions Bank, or I mean, those that we were going to this year for next year, okay, we want them to see that, you know what, yeah, radio got a ton of attention and we should have been there. You know, we wish we had been on board, and we absolutely want to be on board for this next time. So your paid adventure partners are always at the top, you know, right after the intro. Let's see, work with your community, invite to sponsor an adventure on the app for the $100 to $200 for the entire summer. Here again, did we finish that conversation? 50% goes for you guys, and then the other 50% will help purchase passports. Did we finish that conversation? Did you guys have any questions on that?
I have one question.
Yes.
What about the ones that were before, like Fat Boy ice cream that you already paid me for? Are they still included?
Yes. Yep. You will be with your monthly. When you get paid this month, you will have extra in there. You'll have the additional. Okay, and it will be on the same, you know, so again, keep it, so basically 50% will go to the community coordinator and the sales team. So if you're both, you know, 50% automatically goes to you. If you're, I guess basically it says the extra 10% goes to the sales team member. So, so yeah, so if you're sales team, you're getting an extra 10% on that. And then the rest is going to cover for the expenses. Great question. Anyone else have questions on that? Okay, and then the promotion. I guess the last thing that I had under that was that I already said, but it's worth saying again. Take good care of the sponsors we have, you guys. It's better that we have a few that have a great experience than to have many who have a mediocre experience. We have got to take care of the adventure partners that we have. So look through your community, see who you've got. I mean, you already have paid adventure partners. We need to really take care of them. Okay, even if they're like the yearly, Washington County Library System. They're the only adventure partner we have in St. George, but we should make sure that they get all kinds of attention. I will be adding their logo. Okay, so we will, where we have paid adventure partners, I will update the website so that their logo is on there. Make sure that they're at the top. I mean, make sure that your paid adventure partners, and that, like here in Cache Valley, Lindsay, that's kind of the conversation that we've been saying we'd have. Had a great conversation with Paul Mitchell, and we'll talk more about the specifics of that. But we need to just really take good care of the paid adventure partners that we have on board, so that that they and everyone else can see that, yeah, this is a program worth being part of. They take care of their own, rather than having them go, well, hey, the next guy didn't pay anything and they got just as much attention. So, why would I pay next year when I can get as much attention with paying nothing? Does that make sense? And you guys, again, I hope you understand that the reason for that, I mean, I would love to be able to do everything for free. But doing everything for free doesn't pay you guys, and you deserve to be paid. And the program cannot, it can't go on if there's not a way for you guys to be paid. So that's what we're just trying to build in to make sure that it's sustainable. Because if not, then it just goes away, and then everybody misses out. So we really want to make it sustainable. For this summer program, it is about building, and a lot of the areas, it's brand new. And so there may be a lot of the collaborating, and a lot of that are, maybe making a donation as part of as their payment, if you will. Now, again, keep in mind, if they make a donation, that's not something that we can split into commission. So it's better to have cash. But if you need to, for this summer, to build the area, you want to have it in place so that starting again, as we start building for next year's program, we want it to be that people see the value and are willing to pay the cash so that you guys could be paid for that. Okay, that is pretty much, and then just the promotion. We talked about the kickoff event, promote everywhere you can think of. Is there anything else you guys need? Or is there anything that you need for promoting, and do you have any ideas to share?
I'm wondering how soon we'll have the passports printed, because I would like to start handing them out at any event that, is in June.
Yeah, me too, Emily. Probably not a great topic for me to address right now. I'm fuming. As soon as I can get them, you guys, as soon as I can get them. He promised by Thursday, and promised by Friday, and promised by Saturday. And this morning he said, it's on to be done by this afternoon. And I said, they have to be ordered immediately. It will, once I get them in, they've already told us it'll take 7 to 10 days. So I don't know that we probably won't have them for kickoff. On the one hand, it's not a killer. Although it is for your events, that is a killer. The good thing is they're down in Salt Lake, so we can get them to you very quickly. But anyway, bottom line is I am to the point now, you guys, where, yeah, they all hate me. Okay. Because I'm not really even being very nice about it anymore. I mean, when he said that this morning, I said, these have got to go to print this morning. I need them immediately. Still haven't seen them, and you guys, I promise we will never work with 2 of the 3 individuals ever again. But I'm doing all I can do. I personally, that's the one program skill that I can't do myself. And who knows, I'll probably learn how to do it over the summer because I hate being, you guys, this is kind of why I'm a jack of all trades, if you will, because I hate having to rely on someone else. But I will get them to you as soon as I can.
Thank you. Just keep us posted.
Yeah, I will. I'm so
Sorry for the inconvenience though.
No, I'm so sorry. Someday I'll be ready to talk about it, but this day is not that day.
Oh,
Any other questions? Okay,
Shirley, really quick. Angela and I are talking back and forth about the zoo on Goose Chase, and she mentioned, should we link it if we don't have a zoo in our area? And I said, yeah, you probably should, because it has all the fun information that you put on the website.
yes.
You said there's not a link in the Goose Chase, so you might want to add that link to the Goose Chase to the website.
Okay, good
Click
point.
on, because that's fun that they can go through and look at all of those different zoos and stuff. I thought.
Okay, thank you. Good point. And yeah, you guys, as you go through it, if you see errors, and this is the type of thing, so that I posted at the community coordinators community coordinators group, I am going to delete that post because I basically made tons of changes. We're all starting over, but now I'll repost it and I will start adding things like this if there are updates and whatever. So I will add the link for the zoo adventure. Thank you for pointing that out. And if there are any other things that I've missed, please let me know.
I have one more question regarding promotion.
Yes.
I can turn my camera on. I'm wondering how soon I can get a banner and if I should come up to Logan, if that would be easier.
So the banners are ordered and on their way. That part I did it on my own, did not wait for him. So if so, we would still be waiting. So yes, the banners have been ordered. They are supposed to arrive, trying to remember what day they said. Megan is headed down Friday, correct, Megan?
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's the plan.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure that they will be delivered before that, so I can send them down with Megan.
Okay.
If
Are these the vertical banners?
Oh.
I was hoping I could get a couple horizontal as well
Yeah.
for the float.
Yeah,
I think you mentioned you had some already.
I've ordered like 10 of the retractable for booths, and then I've ordered like 5 of the width wise.
Okay.
For parades. Thinking definitely 2 of them for you, and then others, you guys, and on the parade banners, my thinking is that for each community, we'll probably have a retractable banner for community events. And you guys try to get into as many community events as you can. Check with your cities and see if you can put up a banner somewhere. If you could do a Where's Watson, and we'll talk about that and kind of how it works. It's a really fun and easy event that you can do at these community events that doesn't require that you be there. So that will be particularly nice. And so if there's somewhere, if there's even like a community partner that you can just put the banner up somewhere and then run the Where's Watson, would be awesome. But yeah, there will be a banner for each one of you next time. Once they get here, then the next time Lindsay or Casey head down to Richfield, Melissa, I'll send one down for you. And yeah, that was kind of the idea, is that we will have a banner for each community. We'll have a retractable banner for each community. Parade wise, I'm pretty sure I ordered 5. And those will just need to kind of pass around, you know, as we, for those of you that are signed up to do parades and whatnot.
If the banners are here by Thursday, we're going to be going down this weekend.
Oh, that would be awesome. Okay. Let me see. I will check and then post in the group when they, I know I got an email this morning. I just haven't, well, I guess I could go look right now to see what that email said.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what time, but I think we're probably going to leave Thursday. So I don't know if that's if we'll miss it.
Okay, you guys keep talking for a minute while I find it. I've had a bunch. Okay, there we go. Your order has been shipped and will arrive. Tell me when it will arrive, please. Yeah, this one doesn't say. Okay, these are the vertical and shipping separately. Okay, oh, it should arrive by 5:27. That's like Thursday. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear, Lindsay.
Okay, if we get really lucky, I can take some down to St. George too.
That would be so good. So when are you going to St. George? Is that this weekend?
So I think we'll head to Aurora, so over by Richfield on Thursday, and then head to St. George Friday.
Oh, that would be so
But yes,
good.
this weekend.
Okay, everybody pray that the banners show up early Thursday morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Putting you all on prayer duty. Okay, that would be super helpful. Thank you. Okay, you guys, it is going to be an amazing summer. And once we get past all of this rush, it's not going to be a rushed summer. It's going to be fun. And we're going to be able to run your communities in a really fun way that works for your families. We're going to be able to drop the different adventures in. We're going to have things that go, I mean, it's going to be really, really fun. And it's going to set us up for a very profitable next year for all of you. That is absolutely mine and Megan's goal, is to make sure that next year you guys are rewarded 10 times for all you've been through this year. Thank you for going through this year.
Casey, did you want to ask that logistical question about the website? Sometimes it takes.
Sorry, had to run from the kitchen to my bedroom because
I
my
get
computer's
it.
in my bedroom.
I'm doing the same thing.
My AirPods are good, but I don't know how to unmute. I'm actually an AirPod novice, but anyway. So I was going to ask Shirley, this is more specific for just me and you and Lindsay. So maybe we want to release other people so they don't have to sit here and listen.
We could do that. Okay, so any other questions from anybody, or are we good? And if you want to stay, I mean, I don't know if this will apply or not. It may apply to your area. So you're welcome to stay. You're also welcome to go at any moment. Okay. So thank you everyone for
just the Zutah one.
Okay. So yeah. So
okay.
if you need to go ahead and go. And otherwise, I mean, we're going to, go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. I was just looking through some of the adventures online, and the Zutah one caught my eye. I had to scroll quite a ways down. I can show myself.
Okay, well, and just so that you know, on Zutah, I actually just added that. I happened to just be in a meeting with the Zutah. So I hurried and added that. We definitely need to go. We need to go in and update that. But go ahead and tell me. Tell me your question.
So by the way, I like that pop-up. That's cool.
Yeah, and that will be pop up the first time. But yeah, I liked because it didn't really say welcome anywhere. So yeah, I created a pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you go in, you have to scroll through a lot before it tells you that there's a free event. And so
No,
I was wondering if we can move
Oh,
the
no,
free
you
event
don't.
up to the top.
Yeah, you don't actually. Okay, when there's an event, then we'll put it in. This is how it's put into the stuff. And if there is an actual event in there, then it will show up first. In fact, you know what? Let me pop on there and I will go add.
So it'll come to the top.
Yeah, let me show you. It's just that right now we don't have a specific event information in there.
Yeah, we
Okay?
don't have a date yet, but did they tell you a date today when you were with
No,
them?
she said that she's meeting with her team tomorrow, I think it is, and that they'll let us know the date.
Oh, good.
Now, they have something coming up that first week of June that we really need to help
Mm,
promote. Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and,
Lindsay, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
okay, I'm gonna add here.
Is that information on their website, Shirley, or where can Lindsay find it?
Probably check the website to see. Okay, so I have just updated, I've wrote something in the events section. So now go ahead and refresh. And it will
That's
show up
your
first.
computer. Are you refreshing?
Oh, where am I? I went back too far. Oh yeah, I'm on. You're watching me. Okay. Oh, I'm on the, never mind. You can't really see my screen, can you? Here's the screen where you can see.
There you are.
Sorry, I was off on another browser making the change. Okay. So
Oh,
see,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't show up if we don't have anything in there. But if there is an event,
Oh,
it
sorry.
shows up first. So yeah, good point that, yeah, do be aware that, so you'll notice on this one, I mean, sometimes they don't have like the pre-K and the, you know, or a teen adventure. That's because I don't put anything in there. And I may or may not, was that a bad link? Oh, better go back and, looks like we have a couple of them. Okay, so see, this one shows pre-K community. Okay, this one has all of them. But see, if I took all of that out, then they just don't show up. So the only part, it only shows up if we have put something in there. So
Great.
yeah.
Perfect. That answered my questions.
Okay, yeah, and these are the kinds of things that with the event, I mean, we can go in and we can update these if we have paid adventure partners. Now, to be honest with you, they've only paid $300. We don't need to be like updating all the time. I mean, the more, if we can go in and update it once, that will be better. At the same time, I will, you know, I'll try to update as much as I can. But yeah.
Lindsay and I are gonna get together tomorrow and finish up writing up all of the stuff, and we can send that to you. I've got a few kind of written up a little bit for the ones we have up here.
Perfect. And you
Well,
still
do you
have,
wanna?
What, Lindsay?
Well, what did Shirley just say?
do
I
you
don't know.
still, do you still have the form I sent you, Casey? Just to net,
The form that has like the list for every hub.
no, there was a form that you could submit your own adventure.
Oh yeah, I think you linked it on the CC group a while back.
Yeah, if you guys can submit it that way, then I can just go in and like do the, I mean, it basically puts it in the right, it puts it in the right place, and then I can work on formatting.
I see. Okay, yeah, we
Did
can.
you want to ask your question that you had this morning, Casey, about what it's supposed to include?
Well, that answers my question, because it is supposed to include some of those other things, but I don't know. I'll look at. I don't know where to find that, Shirley. That's the problem with the CC group. I have a hard time finding things later.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
On the website with the individual hubs. I had to dial in with my phone number or with a number, so I can't see anything right now, but on the website it shows all the adventures. Are those like the Discovery Family Adventure ones, or are those all the Goose Chase ones
Those are Goose Chase.
for the summer passport? So are those all of the ones that you've had included, even if we decide not to move it over within Goose Chase itself?
Most of them are
Okay.
there. There may be a few that are missing. I know that there are a few that are missing, and I may or may not add them in.
Okay.
But most of them, I went ahead and ended up adding most of them. I just thought, and some
So-
are super, super simple, but I thought, what the heck? Let's get it out
So
there.
online, there might be more than what's available on Goose Chase
And vice
if
versa.
we decide not to move something over or something like that.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And
there-
then Casey, oh, go ahead.
And I was just going to say, and there will be some on Goose Chase that don't make it to the website. Like you
Okay.
guys will be throughout the summer, you will be adding local stuff that on the Goose Chase app that we're not gonna take time to put on the website. So
Right.
there may be some on the website that aren't on Goose Chase, and there absolutely will be some on Goose Chase that aren't on the website.
Okay, so Casey had asked me earlier when we were talking about writing, doing the write-ups for the paid companies, the adventure partners. Are we supposed to format it like how the Discovery Adventure ones are with all the tips